There's another awesome song here on Game Time. We want to take the time to thank our officials for this event. They are given the challenging responsibility and authority to enforce the rules of the game. Athletic officials are seldom given the appreciation they deserve. So please treat the officials with the same good sportsmanship you treat the students.
More great music for another fantastic day here in Hudson.
Due up for the Raiders, Meyer, runner, Adrian.
Oh my gosh. It's a minor miracle. You're two. You're always two, brother.
Okay, well now I can hear myself. Hey, you're up. You see it? That looks like a camera.
This looks like a camera. Well, every year, my friend.
Well, you missed a home run. Okay.
Oh, I did. So, I had my heads down. I heard you say home run.
Well, here we go. Raiders up to the plate. Now you see, it just timed it perfect. We get to get the Raiders up. We didn't get to cover that home run. So Carly Meyer leading off, playing center field tonight. Carly, excellent last year as a freshman. Tons of speed here. Good batter. See if they can get the ball in play. I think that today is key. Just watching the warm-ups, this old Abe's team is lean. They don't have a lot of girls and a lot of depth. I don't know what the numbers look like. I know last year they were at the bottom of the Big Rivers Conference. I think they won 3 games overall. So for Hudson, it's just put it in play and have fun. 1-1. Again, Meyer, you'll see it when she runs down to first base and gets around those bases. She can fly. 1-1 on Carly. Big cut there. 1-2. I mentioned Holmes, who hit the home run. I couldn't find her in the lineup. I had to go down and ask the scorekeeper. She is in a different number. Number 14 is on the roster. Ooh, got her with the rise ball. Strikeout that time for Holmes. Good pitch. Brings up number 2, Elsa Bruner. Ooh, soft hit off the bat that time. Not much to it. Pitcher just had to react in the circle, put the glove up. First pitch.
Number 8, Paige Adrian.
And 2 outs for the Raiders. Mentioned those freshmen last year. This was one of them. Paige Adrian playing first base tonight. Big hitter. Really impressed with her. That one's a wild pitch. 1-0. So this Raider lineup has some hitters. And again, that's going to be key. As I mentioned, the pitching depth is a little lean this year. That one's high and outside. 2-0. Beautiful evening here up on the roost. Good eye that time. 3-0. Two outs here. Adrian, the batter, sitting on a 3-0 count. See if they give her the green light. Ooh, got her. Looked a little inside, but it's all right. Typically, that's a take pitch anyway. 3-1. Ooh, big cut that time. See what Holmes comes back with here. She got the strikeout on Meyer with a rise ball. That was a good pitch. See if she's willing to take that gamble right now. Typically, that goes out of the zone. Might be ball 4. Pops it up, out of play. That one was greased right across the plate, so not looking for the rise ball there. Still full. Ooh, just fouled that time down the third base line. Adrian got a little bit in front of that, didn't get all the barrel on it. Still full here. Bottom of the first, 2 outs for Hudson. That one's outside. Good at bat that time by Adrian.
Next up for the Raiders, number 11, Lexi Hirsch.
Brings up the pitcher, Lexi Hirsch. Runner going. Nobody's paying attention. Good job by Coach Kreeser over there.
I've used that forever.
At first, noticing nobody's paying attention, nobody covering the base. Runner has the ability there. They can advance if they haven't stopped. That one's outside and past the catcher. Adrian down to third.
Just reseat it.
1-0 on Hirsch. Keep an eye on that pass ball again. A couple wild pitches this inning from Holmes. That one's in there for a strike. One and one. That one's low. Hirsch loaded up, but smart to hold on there. 2-1.
Electronics is up.
I was trying to block this for you.
Yeah.
That one's past the catcher. Runner's coming. Oh, she just got a good bounce. Oh, went underneath it. Didn't see that time if the ball got bobbled. Adrian did get underneath that tag, but it was close. Just a fortunate bounce off the pipe for the Old Abes even to make that play. But the run scores on the pass ball. Call that a wild pitch. Hudson ties it up 1-1. That one's popped up. Third base side. Third baseman calls for it, makes the catch to retire the side. But Hudson gets one. They get a run on no hits. The walk from Adrian and the advance on the 2 pass balls gets the run in. So after 1 inning, it is Hudson 1, Eau Claire Old Abes 1.
When you're working with Derek Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final clean.
You know, I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, you know, helps you work through the process. We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going, and so definitely glad that we picked Derek.
All right, here we're back. Top of the second inning. 1-1, Ken Conan.
Boom, the driver of the clown car's back in the mix here, too.
Now on your dial.
So I'm going to apologize. It's our first softball game of the year, first anything spring of the year, and sometimes it just gets a little,
You know,
It's always something.
It's something.
Yeah.
You're cursed.
oh, every year.
Brianna Berlin, the batter, falls off the first pitch from Hirsch. Yeah, it's
What I
never
miss?
easy, is it?
It's 1-1.
Right. Yeah, nothing.
What
Not
happened?
much. Not
Okay,
much.
we're tied up.
Pretty uneventful. 1 hit so far.
Okay.
So you're good. No harm, no foul, as they say.
All right, good enough. Well, thanks for joining me for spring season.
Little off-speed pitch that time in there for a strike. Happy to be back.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it and had a game yesterday, just a little chilly. I think we could have toughed through it. You and I could have. Baseball players are kind of wimpy, I guess. Ooh, good off-speed pitch that time.
Well, I
Gets
was
her for strike 3.
I was already feeling sad for Jeff, who was going to be out in the elements with the camera
Yeah.
on the scaffolding, thinking, oh boy, he's going to be cold.
It certainly was not optimal, that's for sure, but brings up the number 6 batter, Tatum Bremer. Good pitch that time. Hirsch does a good job, works around the plate. Some good off speed. Getting ahead in the count here. 0-1. That's a good pitch, too, inside corner. 0-2.
It's so blue.
I know, that's how I was trying to get in there. But it wasn't open.
I think it's the temperature.
0-2 here. See what she does. Maybe mix it up off the plate. Catcher sets up outside, low and outside, gets her. 2 outs here, 2 strikeouts to start the inning for Hirsch. Brings up Abby Strayer, number 12. Third baseman, I believe. Did not catch the positions for the Old Abe, so I apologize. We'll catch up. It's usually how I roll. Ground ball down the third base. Dombrowski again sets and throws. Nothing to it. For the Raiders, or sorry, for the Old Abes, no runs, no hits, nobody left. Good inning that time by Hirsch. After 1.5, it is tied. Hudson 1, Eau Claire Memorial 1.
Jonesy's Local Bar and Grill, close to the rink for all your pre- and post-game fun. Jonesy's features some great apps, the pretzel, onion rings, and don't forget, great wings, both bone-in and boneless. Boneless available in white and dark meat. And then my favorite, on Saturday and Sunday, it's the prime rib. Wow! Jonesy's also caters and hosts meat raffles to benefit local nonprofits. Thanks for being part of the team.
What a gorgeous day out, huh?
It's a nice day.
The wind's not kicking.
It's usually when it comes from
Right over our
left field
yes.
from the north is when it's cold.
Yes,
I
sir.
came prepared. You did too. You kind of got your wetsuit on there. Something.
This is a waterproof. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And then I got another layer.
Yeah.
And I got another layer.
Oh, somebody came to play.
And then I put on my my work pants today too. These are True Work. I'll throw a shout out to these
I like
guys.
those. I've got it.
You got a pair?
Similar. I don't know if
I
it's the same.
just
kind,
got
but
into these recently, and they're really
yeah. And
comfy.
there's different
stretch to 'em.
kind of levels to them. I mean, I've got a lighter pair and a couple heavier pair. And
Yep.
Maddie Schwab, the shortstop, up to the plate.
Hi, how are you, sir? Oh, Joe making a quick flyby
Yeah,
on us.
hey, yeah. Strike one. I didn't see it, but I heard it. 0-1 here on Schwab. Big cut that time. 0-2. That one's inside. Holmes doing a pretty good job of getting ahead in the count here. Mentioned the last inning, a couple wild pitches. If she can keep it around the plate, Raiders are having a hard time catching up to it. 1-2. Good pitch that time. Gets her for strike 3.
Next up, number 9, Elena Jewell.
Elena Jewell up to the plate. Elena, I think it's second base tonight. We'll keep an eye on that. Right there. Holmes in a groove here to start the second. 0-1. Got a little freeze frame going there, Ken. Fly ball out to center field.
On my
center
second.
field, you're underneath it.
My second camera's all jacked up right now. Main camera's good.
Well, you know you're getting greedy, right?
Really? I know.
I think you're getting a little
well,
greedy.
behind home plate camera. That's what the fans want.
They like it. They like it. We're happy to have a camera. Allie Dombrowski up to the plate, playing third base tonight. Big cut that time for strike 1. It is hard. You know, I'm sure you run into this every year with every sport, right? Getting the equipment out again. And
Kinda, yeah.
I know we run into it at some of the football fields we cover where the Wi-Fi or the internet might not be too good. This is even a little bit more remote than that. 0-2
yeah.
on Dombrowski. Got her. for strike 3. Good inning by Holmes that time. A couple of strikeouts for the Raiders. No runs, no hits, nobody left after 2. We're still tied 1-1. Be right back.
When you're buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always better. After all, who is likely to care more about you? Someone at the end of a 1-800 number or your local professional insurance agent? If you need a quote or just have a question, please just drop in and see us or give us a call. SF Insurance Group is your local community insurance agency. Visit our many locations at St. Croix Falls, Osceola, Somerset, New Richmond, Hudson, Stillwater, Chisago City, and Forest Lake. Visit us online at sfinsurancegroup.com.
All right. Top of the 3rd inning, leading off for the Old Abes, Brooklyn Race. First pitch is low for ball 1. Again, Lexi Hirsch, your pitcher for the Raiders, senior. 1-0. Foul tip. 1-1. Pretty quick first 2 innings here tonight. Humming right along. How's that?
Just zipping right along. We're just going to go with Jeff today. The tiny cameras we gave the old update
ground
to.
Ball right off the plate. Hirsch is going to have to field it. Sets and throws over to Adrian for out number 1.
You ever get nervous when you do an update and you're like,
Dude, I never get nervous doing this. This is
really?
just easy peasy for me. You've got the the hard job.
You're the rock star.
You've got the hard job.
That's funny. Okay, well, I think we're pretty good. We got Jeff on the camera. As long as no eagles fly past, we should be good.
Right. Twain Weeks, the batter, number 16. Yeah, it's if we got paid the big bucks here, right? If we were like on ESPN or something, I might be. Or if I had like a X account where fall back, where I had like a fan page and people were all mad at me all the time.
Oh,
maybe I get enough of that at home. Maybe I would worry a little bit about it. But
oh gosh,
you and I we've been through the ringer.
It
doesn't faze me too much. We're just here to have fun like the girls. Got her on that pitch.
Nice pitch.
2 outs here. Brings up the leadoff batter, Lindsay Durkop. Yeah, it's kind of, I think people understand. I mean, things happen.
Yeah, it's
ground ball over to second base. Sets and throws
nice
quickly.
Catch. Nice throw. Nice
number
out.
3. No runs, no hits, nobody left. After 2.5, we're still tied. Hudson 1, Eau Claire Memorial 1.
One of my favorites in town. Yep, it's the Willow River and Carbonis, located in Burkhart, Wisconsin. A great place to hang out with your friends pre or post game. Fantastic pizza, beauty burgers, and roasted chicken you'll rave about for weeks. Chris and his crew are here for you. Stop on by and say hi. It's that Willow River and Carbonis just north of town.
All right, we're back.
We back. We good.
Haley Carlson, the number 8 batter. Number 4, up to the plate. See if Haley can get a little rally going here. So far, Holmes able to keep the bats in control for these Raiders. Squares to bunt, offers, strike 1. I looked at the schedule today.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck I pulled up.
Yeah.
But I saw Chippewa, and I'm like,
for today?
Oh, boy, that's a meat grinder coming right into the season. And then I don't know. I went back and I looked at the email I got from you, and it was like Memorial. I'm like, okay.
Huh.
0-2.
I wonder what you were looking at.
I don't know. Something pulled up. I thought it was on the school website, but I might have been looking in May.
Now,
who knows?
What was that? The ump put his fist out to the right before that pitch even came through.
I didn't see it. He might have done it afterwards, just as kind of a timeout. Let her go get the ball.
Oh.
1-2. Or he might have just been saying just a bit outside.
Oh, bless it. Rest in peace.
I know, man.
Can you believe that?
They're having a big to do in August for him down in Milwaukee, and I was talking to another dad who wants to go down for a game. Maybe that's the game we go to, because just misses that inside corner.
So I put in for some Brew Crew tickets.
Did you?
Yep, in May, late May.
Have you been down there?
No.
Oh, it's great.
Never been.
I haven't for several years, but yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing.
You did that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I'll watch and see kind of the circumstance. I mean, that basically he was making the call before it looked like before it got there. So,
yeah.
I mean, let the play at least happen in case the batter swings.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Well, we won't worry about that. Brings up number 5, Kate Biljon. See if she squares the bunt on a sacrifice here. If she does, runner goes.
They're moving.
Oh, I think they got her.
Oh,
nice
did.
toss down there.
Heck of a throw.
Good throw, yeah, absolutely. All right, 1-0. Inside, 1-1.
I like that. You like that, Coach? Sending her on that pitch?
Yeah, I mean, you got a runner on.
Yeah.
You know, typically, I mean, that's either a sacrifice or I'm not sure if he called for a full sacrifice or just have the batter square.
Mm-hmm.
But what you want to do is have the defense react, be able to have those corners come in, and obviously they're not in on that play at second base because that's a throw down to usually shortstop. But 2-1. Holmes having a little harder time finding the plate here. Carly Meyer on deck, so the Raiders will roll over their lineup. Ooh, that one inside and hit her.
Yep.
All right, so let's see what they do here. I got to believe we're going to probably let Carly Meyer swing away if she gets a good pitch. Looks like Coach Schwab might be putting in a pinch runner. Yep, so runner coming in, number 3, Tegan Murphy.
Courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner.
Would you care to have a courtesy runner at first base? Yes, I would. Thank you. Can I trouble you for
like
a courtesy?
that, don't
I
you?
really enjoy that, yes.
Inside,
another one.
gets away from the catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Kreezer's like, you gotta go, and the catcher drops it like that. All right, 1-0. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Good speed on
So
that
a lot
one.
of new faces this year, Ken.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've
Carly
noticed.
Murphy obviously played last year, did a great job. Paige Adrian, Maddie Schwab, but a lot of these girls, they are new to the varsity scene here.
You know, what's fun is to see some of last year's senior parents out supporting.
Yeah,
It's cool
absolutely.
to see them here.
Yeah. Well, you and I talk about softball all the time. It kind of gets to be in the blood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Sure you see that fall back that time by Meyer. You see it in hockey. We certainly see it in football. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that go to those games simply because it's a social event on a Friday night.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing like Friday night under the lights.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like spring softball either.
Right.
It's pretty fun.
Ooh, got her on the
Oh,
corner.
man.
Looked a little outside, but again, Holmes is dialing in on these good hitters for the Raiders. Moving it around the plate.
Yeah, she's been quite the pitcher.
Elsa Bruner up to the plate. That one's outside.
A little cheer going out of the Hudson dugout over here. I like it.
Get a little energy going.
Mm-hmm.
That one's low. Catcher kind of turned her head to catch that. That sometimes is going to come back to burn you if you aren't watching it into the glove. 2-0. That one's high. 3-0. So Hudson starts their, this is the first game for both teams, start their conference season right away. That one's in there.
Good
Baseball, I know they played last Friday in non-conference, and the non-conference game that was canceled last night. Those are, but they won't start conference games till next week. Softball usually mixes their non-conference up middle of the season. Just misses.
Good eye on that one.
Ball 4. All right, see what Paige Adrian can do. She walked and scored back in the first. Had a good at bat, fouled off a couple pitches. Hit's going to definitely score one. Let's see if we can tally a couple. 2 outs. That one's outside. 1-0. We have 5 games on the schedule this year.
We do, yep, for both baseball and
a
softball.
Playoff game.
Playoff game or 2, yep.
That one's.
Ooh, that seemed a little.
Yeah, he's been calling it though. He's been calling that right off the plate. So.
I guess as long as
if you're consistent,
that's right.
Right.
Well, they're going on that one.
Runners on, so Hit's going to score 2.
All right. So you're saying we got a chance? I like it.
2-1 on Adrian.
Come on, Adrian. Get a hold of one here.
Ooh, big cut that time. Looks like she might have just taken a little bit off that pitch. 2-2. Keep an eye on that pass ball as well.
Inside. Full boat?
Full count.
It's close to that inside that he likes.
Little low.
The pitcher not happy about that.
All right, bases are juiced here. Brings up the pitcher, Lexi Hirsch.
Crazy train for a walkout music there. I like that. It was right down Main Street right there. Saw Ozzy Osbourne back in his farewell tour back in the early 90s. That was an early farewell tour, by the way. Yep.
Yeah, I never saw him. That's
Ooh,
there you go.
There you go. There you go.
One.
Got one. Nice. Still loose back here. All right. Take one there.
He is doing, I believe, what will be his final concert.
Another farewell.
In July.
Okay.
With the Black Sabbath, whoever's left from Black Sabbath.
No way, really?
I think it's at Wembley Stadium or something.
Wow.
They keep talking about it on Sirius. I listened to Ozzy's Boneyard.
Nice. Ooh.
Swing and a fall back for Hirsch.
Little piece of that. Yeah, he during his performance back in the day, he'd jump around on the stage like a frog. He was just crazy.
Yeah.
Throw water on everybody.
Bite the heads off bats. You know, everything was in play. That
Another one loose.
Ball. Here it comes.
Wow.
That should score a run, and it does.
Wow. Dang.
Bruder scores.
That's 2.
Yeah. Hudson doesn't have a hit yet.
Hey, we're playing good ball.
So,
don't worry about that.
You know, you get them however you can get them.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to manage the game a different way.
Right.
It's fine.
It's kind of feast or famine, right? It's walks and strikeouts. But the Raiders get 2 on 3 walks. 2 of those score on pass balls. They leave 1. After 3 innings now, your score is Hudson 3, Eau Claire Memorial 1.
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
All right, we're back here, top of the fourth. Hudson picks up a couple runs there in that last inning, up 3-1.
Good pitch.
Up to the plate, McKenna Domes. Domes with a home run back in the first. She's the pitcher for the for Memorial tonight. That one's low, 1-1.
She popped a home run early. Huh?
Yep.
Dang. That's awesome.
Another
wow,
big
look at
stroke.
that zinger.
Left fielder over to cover it.
Nice catch,
Been
but
getting a hold of it out there.
what a hit, yeah. Not too far off the fence there. With my boys living in Eau Claire now, I've been going there a whole bunch. I like that town.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're not moving, are you? You're going to become
No.
an old aide or what?
Don't be
Taylor Beneke, the batter.
We're talking crazy, starting rumors. Guess what Aaron said the other day? No, I was giving them a little shout out. They've got some fun restaurants that are all local, and
Yeah.
it was a good time. We rode some bikes around.
Good pitch. Got that corner.
Wow, sure did. I would.
Yeah, it is. They've done a lot, actually, to kind of. They got some nice stuff down by the river there now. Ground ball.
Good hit. Wow, just hit the
The old
gap.
5-6 hole. Second hit of the game for the Old Apes.
Yeah, that downtown area off of Water Street that's by the rivers. Really nice.
Yeah. Evelyn Kohler, the batter. There's the old Goodyear tire plant. It's I don't know if you have seen that down there, but they've renovated that. It's almost like an incubator for businesses, and then they've got.
I know exactly where you're talking. Yep.
Kind of cool. I'm on a board that meets over in Eau Claire.
Okay.
About 3 times a year, and that's where they're located. And
they're in that building. Nice.
they're in the building, and nice liner.
Good rip.
That's going to get to the gap out in right center. Meyer over to cover it. Hits the cutoff. Nobody covering second.
Wow.
The Old Abe's in business here with just one out.
A couple hits there.
Starting to get the bat on the ball. Brings up the number 5 hitter, Brianna Berlin. Fly ball. That's probably going to score on the tag. Keep an eye on third base there. Right fielder catches it. That's going to score a run. In to score, number 15, Taylor Beneke on the sac fly. Brings in one. Runner from second advances. Old Abe's now 2 runs in, 2 outs.
Abe's hit the switch a little bit all of a sudden, right?
Starting to put it in play, yep.
Yeah.
Tatum Brenner, the batter. Bremer, sorry. Hirsch so far able to keep it around the plate, so have not seen any pass balls or wild pitches from her. There's one in the dirt, trouble, but
Jake's is there.
Little hockey kick, goalie kick there from the umpire. Kept that one manageable. 1-1.
Big week in hockey, Ovechkin, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Boy, he looks old.
Oh, my, right?
There's a pass ball. They're going to try to score on this one. I think they're going to get in easily. No play at the plate. We are tied.
Tied back up again.
I'm sorry, Lexi. I jinxed you. I said there was no pass balls, and we just had one. All right. We like to keep it interesting here on the roost.
On the roost. That's how we roll.
2-1.
Ooh, that looked really good to me.
Yeah, it doesn't count when you squat and all of a sudden it's at your shoulders. That was chest high. I thought that was a straight 2. 3-1. Ooh, pulled the cord on that.
Wow.
Big change up. Full count.
Good looking pitch.
Ground ball back to the pitcher. Good play by Hirsch. Easily makes the throw over to first to retire the side, but the Old Abes pick up 2 on a couple of hits. And they leave 1. I'm sorry, no, they cleared the bases. After, where are we at? 2.5, 3.5. It is now tied. Hudson 3, Old Abes 3. It's hard when I can't see that scoreboard.
I know, it's tough to see.
Look at your screen.
I've got one right here, though.
I got to look at that.
Right here.
We'll be right back.
When you're working with Derek Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final clean.
You know, I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, you know, helps you work through the process. We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going, and so definitely glad that we picked Derek.
Very cool.
Good dude.
Matty Schwab up to the plate. Ball low. Yeah, it's weird. You know, I don't know. Hockey pushes everything back because of basketball. I get it. Basketball, especially the men's final, draws such a big audience, but just play them, you know? I mean, Instead of waiting 2-3 weeks.
I agree completely.
I mean, you've got your fans. People will watch. 2-0.
What'd you think of the national?
Could you believe that last night? That poor kid.
No.
I felt terrible for him.
I was sick.
You know, I'm sure what the coach said is, you know, run this. Well, he had it in his hands a little too late, and the Florida defender just had a hand up. But you gotta chuck it up, dude. You gotta get a shot off.
Right? Oh my!
We had some pools at work. Little high, full count.
Yep. How'd you do?
And I think I ended up like second or third. Oh, no, I ended up third and fourth.
Wow.
Out of the money, of course. We don't gamble.
No.
But the texts, thank you. The texts that were going by that were, you know, between everybody about, because it was the guys who had Houston and the guys who had Florida that were going back and forth.
For sure.
And there were some. It's like, you got to get a shot off here! Exclamation points.
Some heated combos.
I want my $2. Elena Jewell up to the plate.
That's a throwback right there.
Yeah. Let's see what they do here. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Schwab sends Maddie over there from first. Squares the bunt. Beauty bunt right in front of the plate. Nice sacrifice. They did a good job of defending that. But Jewell laid down a heck of a bunt. Could have done much better there.
All right, that's what the doctor ordered there.
Get that runner in scoring position. Allie Dombrowski, the batter. I really think good things can happen if Hudson can just start putting the ball in play. Schwab on with the leadoff walk.
Yeah, I love to see these bats come alive here.
That one's high. 1-1. So you and I saw each other this weekend. You want to talk a little bit about what you did and what the results were? Let people know.
That was fun.
Swing and a miss.
Good cut. So you were in attendance as well. It was a great time. So the Rhinos Foundation had our 4th annual Bowling to Strike Out Cancer at the Hudson Bowl. Shout out to Dan Klatt, who's
Popped up. That's going to be out of play.
Who's the owner. He donated 4 hours worth of bowling time to the event. And so we had full house. It was great. All the lanes were full. We had a couple doubled up out there and some silent auction items. Shout out Telus for probably the biggest item. Thank you guys for your donation.
Nice trip there.
Yep. So we all in the rough number, and this is nice rip down.
That's going to be trouble. Oh, she got underneath it. Looked like the way she was tracking, that was going to be hard for her to get, but made the play.
Man. So a great fundraiser, all in all, just a ton of fun out there. Prizes galore. We had we had 4 games, and we just play for fun. So there's some fun prizes there. We had a costume kind of contest as well that the Fremlings and their crew did great on, and so again,
ball that's going to advance the runner.
Get over to third there. So the net is around 8,500.
Good.
Yeah. So
good event.
8,500 in an afternoon of fun.
Absolutely.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. It's weird. I got to tell you, and you're gonna be like, really, Sundin, when I tell you this. 1-0.
Maybe not.
Outside. Being in there during the day.
Yeah.
When I went outside, it felt like, the Wicked Witch of the West melting. It's like, melting. When the sun started hitting me, it's like
double.
I don't
got the clubhouse.
I don't hang out in those dark taverns too much.
Right. We felt the same way.
It's without any lights, but yeah, it was a good time.
We felt the same way. We got out of there after cleanup at about 5:30 ish.
Yep. Ooh, got her right on the knee. Ouch. Carlson takes one for the team. Throw a little dirt on it.
It reminded me of back in the day. We used to go to the Cubs opener when I lived in Chicago, and we'd go to those dingy bars that didn't have any windows to the outside.
Yep.
After the opener, we'd be ripping it up, having so much fun, and I'd be like, man, it must be like midnight. We'd open the door. Boom, it's sunny outside. And we're like, ah!
It's going to be a long day.
Oh, yeah, just hissing like vampires, like you said. Like, oh, gosh. Yeah, long day.
Bill John, the batter. 2 outs. Well, I'm sure we will probably see something with the Rhinos with baseball and softball this season. I know they both support.
Yeah, they do.
Not sure what games we have which ones might come about, but I would have to say the Rhinos have done a great job of partnering with these youth organizations, these sports and high school teams, and it's good awareness for the kids.
Agreed.
It's also great awareness and just giving the Rhinos the notoriety. I don't know if that's the right thing to use.
Just get the word out,
giving it the attention I think that it needs, because it's a very important and great group in our area.
Thank you for those kind words. It's near and dear to my heart. It's definitely one of those.
One other thing I want to mention, I was going to mention it at baseball because I talked to one of the parents, but both softball and baseball do the polar plunge, which is a rotary thing. That one's fall back. You've heard of it.
I remember it just happened like a month or so ago, or maybe 2 months ago, right?
Yeah. So your pal, old Aaron, was the first one to kind of get, because when I was involved with Rotary, I thought this is a good way we can raise some money. And I tell you what, where we started with it, we might have popped up out of play. We had, I think we had all the girls that were doing it, but then when I got involved with Hudson High School baseball, it was varsity kids, and then eventually they just grew the thing, and my gosh, the money that they raise, it's just fantastic. And part of it goes to goes to Rotary, which is a great organization, but then the vast majority goes back to these teams that they can use to pay for extra coaches, for traveling,
Really?
things that the school doesn't pay
Ooh,
for.
that one got
That's
past.
gonna
Here we
get a
go. Here
run
we go.
in.
Here we go.
Get down, Maddie. There you
Whoop,
go.
whoop. Bingo.
So, yes, I was the one that tortured those kids and said, you're going to do this polar plunge.
You
By
started
the way,
that. Nice.
Raise money and go get in the ice, in the icy water. And they did it.
Wow. So I'm the exact opposite. I'm in for stuff that's fun. That raises money. I'm not in for the pain.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
that.
they've even taken it now to another level where they dress up, and it looks like a good time. I did not participate since Cade's no longer in high school, but I do see pictures and never did the plunge myself.
You didn't?
No, but
Oh,
Revor
I
would
can't
always
believe
do
that.
it. When he was the softball coach, he'd do
Really?
it. I don't know if Brian Schwab did it. I think Blagan does it for baseball.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
So
that's awesome. What a fun way to raise some money.
Yeah.
She's battling in the box here. That's a couple foul balls so far. Got one in on a bit of a wild pitch, or pass ball. 2 outs.
So do you know the difference? It's kind of a judgment call, kind of like in baseball and softball. Was it an error? Was it a hit? It kind of has to do with where the ball is at. If it's outside the box, it's obviously a wild pitch. I mean, if there's no real attempt that a catcher can make a play in it.
Okay.
I believe the last one.
Ooh, inside. Move the runner
And again. That pitch right there is a tough call because could the catcher have made a stop? Probably. So they'd probably call that a pass ball. But that's really kind of the rules to it, if you want to call it that.
Kip, so
if you're truly keeping stats.
No, I am not, but I like to
good pitch.
Say the right thing.
Jammed her.
Wow.
Full count.
She's battling. You gotta love it. Joe over there
Joe's
to our
fired up.
left. Yeah,
He's
he is
fired up.
saying the same thing, battling away. I love it. Again, love that he's out supporting the crew. I think his daughter graduated, right?
She did, yep. That one might bloop
Jammed
in there.
it.
That's a little
Get in
trouble.
there.
There you
Oh,
go.
it did. Score
First
one.
hit.
Is that the first hit of the
That's
afternoon?
our first hit.
Let's go.
Next up for the Raiders, number 1, Carly Meyer.
Oh, and it was a good one, too. Had a player sitting at third, ready
Kept
to...
just kind of jamming her, and she was able that time to put it in play, fouled off a couple.
Sorry.
So there you go. First hit for the Raiders.
Isn't that crazy? First hit, we got 5-3.
Brings up top of the order here, Carly Meyer. That's fouled off.
I do like this this field up here.
I do too. I think the only downside of it, really, and we don't see it a lot, but I just look at the outfielders, especially right field. That one's popped up.
Ooh,
Out
just
of
going to get
play.
over. Oh, heads up.
I mean, you can, at certain times, and we're a little early in the season, but I think as you'll start to notice if that sun is at the right angle out there, it's hard to see.
Tough to see a ball.
Really hard
Yep,
to see.
Yep. I remember that.
But it's nice to see that they're using these fields. I mean, I think originally there were plans to maybe do some different things up here. Jim Revere always pushed for, I'm going to have a softball field up here. He eventually got it. That one's fly ball. We'll see how that goes over there.
Oh, dropped it. Oh, my goodness. They're going to advance to second. Looking at third.
Myers
Sending one
quick,
home.
too. She's going to get to third.
Bingo. Oh, the dogs are out in the dugout over to our left. Who let the dogs out?
Next up for the Raiders,
Sorry.
Elsa.
Wow. I think that might have been a case of losing it in the sun a little bit, as you just had mentioned that.
Yep. That one's outside. Outside again. Definitely going to see Meyer score if it's pass ball. She's got some speed. She almost got up to that runner.
She did. I was watching her. I'm like, whoa, she's got some wheels.
Again, a little blooper.
Another blooper.
That one should be manageable there. Yep. Well, the Raiders start to put it in play, able to pick up 3 runs on 1 hit, a couple walks and an error. Raiders take the lead after 4. Your new score is Hudson 6, Eau Claire Memorial 3.
Wilbur's ready to show the coaches why he should make the team.
I'm going top shelf, where Mama keeps the peanut butter.
Or he'll ring one off the iron and...
We'll thick with logistic.
Valley Companies is proud to sponsor Raiders hockey.
Let's hear that horn, Hudson.
Welcome back to the Roost. Jeff Tiersig on our camera today. Ken Conan, Aaron Sundin in the booth. I feel like things have settled down from the wild card that we started with.
So far, so good.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Abby Strayer, the batter. Hirsch with a 3-run lead here to start off the 5th.
Ooh, get inside there. Quick plug for the boys' baseball game. The Chisago Lakes game was postponed till tomorrow.
Feels like most years, we usually have a couple softball games in before we even get to the baseball field.
It does feel that way, doesn't it?
I
Like
just think
we're
it
out
was
here
kind of
like,
weird when we got the schedule. It's like, well, we could probably do that one.
Yep.
They should be tough this year. I mean, coming off a state run last year, made it to state, lost some seniors, but man, I tell you what, that they've really got a pipeline, and something happened with Hudson baseball. Have to probably give credit to the boosters where they just started getting kids
dialing it up.
Well, kind of specializing in it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you and I have talked about this before. You know, whether you agree with it or not. I mean, some kids play one sport, some kids play 2, some kids play 3.
Yep.
But they've got a lot of, I'll just call them baseball first kids.
Got it.
And I think softball has some of the same, where they play this pretty much year round and then might mix something in for fun or whatever.
Yeah.
But they should be tough. They're going to be somewhat young, but some of the young kids you'll be impressed.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the game tomorrow.
Pulls the cord on that one. Drop pitch by the catcher, but able to make the throw. So in that situation, Ken, that's a strike. That's a strikeout.
Yeah.
But the runner can advance if it's a dropped third strike by the catcher. So you still got to make that play at first, that force play to get her out. Ball in the dirt. Have you caught any college softball this year yet?
No.
I see it's just starting to kind of show up on ESPN and stuff.
On Ocho?
So there was a pitcher from early in the year. There was a pitcher from Tennessee. I think she threw 78 or 79, and it's equivalent like 105 with a baseball.
Oh my gosh!
You know,
that is truly unbelievable.
Well,
I mean,
you think about the speed, just the time to react.
Dude.
Number 16, Twain Weeks.
And again, you know in the major leagues for baseball, those batters most of the time are making some sort of an assumption of what they're getting for a pitch coming up. So
sure,
you know, the tendencies of, and softball happens that way too. It's like, okay, this girl's going to throw. There will be a sequence. It's going to be so many fastballs in an at bat, maybe a changeup or some other pitches. But you have to, when the ball's coming in, whether it's a baseball or a softball coming in at that speed, you better guess right.
Gosh, right?
Because you're going to look like a fool if you don't.
I would look
I'm thinking changeup, and you swing about 3 seconds after it's in the mitt.
Right.
Ooh, good pitch.
Oh,
Good.
that felt good to me.
2-1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Schwab sets and throws. Good toss.
Good.
Retires
good
the
play.
side. No runs, no hits. Nobody left for the Old Abes. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Hudson leads 6-3.
Jonesy's Local Bar and Grill, close to the rink for all your pre- and post-game fun. Jonesy's features some great apps, the pretzel, onion rings, and don't forget, great wings, both bone-in and boneless. Boneless available in white and dark meat. And then my favorite, on Saturday and Sunday, it's the prime rib. Wow! Jonesy's also caters and hosts meat raffles to benefit local nonprofits. Thanks for being part of the team.
Paige Adrian up to the plate. Paige scored back in that first inning, walked a couple times. Hudson leading here, bottom of 5, 6-3. Started to get the bats going a little bit last inning. Just one hit to show, but they were certainly at least putting it into play and making the defense work for it. See what Paige Adrian can do here.
High again, high and away.
Pretty good plate discipline from her. She's not going to chase a bad one. 2-0. That one's low and inside.
3-0 here.
Good pitch that time. 3-1. So I see we got a mix of some freshmen on this squad this year. 1, 2, 3 sophomores. Quite a few seniors. Ground ball back to the pitcher, Holmes. Sets and throws. For the out number 1.
Number 11, Lexi Hirsch.
That pitcher, she's a cool character out there. Just that ground ball right back at her, nothing.
Nothing
Just
to it.
Boom, boom, let's go. Next up.
Yep. Lexi Hirsch up to the plate. That one's in there for a strike. I mentioned before, and again, we'll see what happens as the season goes on, but kind of thinking and talking a little bit to Coach Schwab, pitching might be a little bit inexperienced and lean this year for the Raiders.
Okay.
In years past, I know, we've covered where they've had real dominant one pitcher.
Yeah, for sure.
When they had Sidney Gabriel here, and then the last couple years we've had a mix that mainly juniors and seniors that have all graduated. So you know how important it is to have that pitcher or pitchers. Makes it that much better.
Foul ball. Oh, missed the clubhouse.
1-2. They fixed that thing up yet? Maybe that thing needs a new little siding or something.
The old clubhouse is still the old clubhouse.
What they do up there? Ooh, just missed on that one. They got a big window, got a lamp.
Yeah, I see a little lamp out there.
Must have power to it.
Yeah.
That's what they call the DOWG house right there.
The dog house.
Or the man cave, whatever you
one
want
of
to
the
call
two.
it. Yeah. Drop third strike, but
For the Raiders.
catcher able to make the play. Brings up the shortstop, Maddie Schwab.
That would be kind of fun to have a doghouse / man cave that was a treehouse like that. I mean, kind of fun.
Hey, Brian, we're going to build a press box. We're going to use it as our man cave on the off nights.
That's a great
We
idea.
want our own key. Nobody else can have it.
We don't want any riffraff out there when we're having a little conference, okay? That's hilarious. Yeah. Shannon will be like, where are the boys at? I think they're at the softball press box.
0-2. Oh, there again?
Oh, great.
Ooh, hard hit.
Good little hit.
Look what I found over at third base. Makes the throw. Good play by her.
Right place.
All right, well, no runs, no hits, nobody left. We are still sitting as the same as the fifth inning, going into the bottom of 5. Hudson leading 6-3.
Here we go.
When you're buying insurance, finding protection closer to home is always better. After all, who is likely to care more about you? Someone at the end of a 1-800 number or your local professional insurance agent? If you need a quote or just have a question, please just drop in and see us or give us a call. SF Insurance Group is your local community insurance agency. Visit our many locations at St. Croix Falls, Osceola, Somerset, New Richmond, Hudson, Stillwater, Chisago City, and Forest Lake. Visit us online at sfinsurancegroup.com.
All right, we're back. Izzy Schiavone into the game for the Raiders. I know Coach Schwab had mentioned that she is probably their number 1 pitcher coming into this year. Good to see her out there.
Number 13, Lindsay Durkoff.
She's got some heat. Seeing her warm up, my gosh.
Don't have a number on our batter for the Old Abes, but I need to get a book, too. If we don't have a book, I'll pick one up.
Oh, gosh.
It's all right. I'm making chicken scratches here on my roster. That one's high.
I think I've still got the book at home. I just need to dig it out.
No problem. We'll get it. Bianca Numero, number 13, the batter.
By the way, for tomorrow, if you have any recommendations for a wingman, I've reached out to Anderson. He is booked. Reached out to another
Just
person
missed
or two.
inside there.
You don't have to tell me on air if you want to tell me off air.
The thing about those baseball games is that that press box is swarming with dads.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was just going to throw the headset on
pull
somebody
in there.
Yeah. That's what I was going to try to do.
I'll text somebody. I'll tell you off air.
Yeah.
Who I know will be there.
Okay.
And see if he wants to hop up.
Okay.
There.
Perfect. Thank you. I knew you might have a referral for me.
Tuno. Good pitch.
There's that heat. Let's go.
Called it high.
I can't believe that. That looked really good to me.
Schiavone's she's got that little pitcher moxie, little attitude out there, right? Bulldog.
Like Next up for the Old Abes, number 8, McKenna Jones.
McKenna Domes up to the plate, hit a home run back in the first. Also had a nice long fly out there in the 4th inning, I believe.
So now he was yelling something and had his arm out before the pitch came.
I'm having a hard time with this beam pull right here. It's like,
oh, we need to move you over a little bit.
You gotta move me.
I'm gonna move you over.
We'll see what he does here. Nothing that time.
Get her.
That one's short.
Almost. Do you want me to scoot over and take?
No,
sure
I'm
I
good.
Can?
I'm good.
Okay.
I can see him. Needs to pull his shirt down a little bit.
So if we, oh my gosh, if we were to move the press box over there, would you be comfortable over there?
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, even though we're not behind home
I
plate.
actually think that, that's
I liked
really
it
where
over
the
there.
camera's at.
Yeah, yeah.
And you can see the plate and see where the pitches are located.
Yeah, I didn't mind it over there. We're talking down the first base line. It's where we originally set up. Maybe next game we'll just set up over there.
We've been there before.
I know. That's where we started, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day. Yeah, I didn't mind it down there.
1 and 2. It's kind of that. The only problem you've got in that spot is that you're right off the opponent's dugout.
Yeah.
So, but if you can make enough clearance there, it's kind of the dead zone where nobody sits.
That's right.
So
Yep,
that's not a bad
right.
spot. 2 and 2. Ooh, big hit
Oh,
that
she
time.
got a hold of that one.
Gonzo. Boom. That was a big hit. That's
Yes,
2
it
home
was.
runs
Is that
for
2
her.
for her?
Here.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, she's got some power.
She does for a little.
My gosh, and
kind of
she's not the biggest hitter you ever. I mean, she's just little thing, right? Just pounding them out of here.
Dad's up there with the camera videotaping it.
He knew. He gave the signal. Take this one deep.
Well, and
Man.
a lot of it, like with softball and baseball too. I mean, it's swing path.
Mm-hmm.
It's that was a pitch that was thrown hard, and you get your barrel of the bat on it. It can fly.
Yeah. So that ball got tossed back, not into play, but down that third base line. So they'll get that cleaned up and off the field. There we go. Check. All right, back at it here. So up by 1 now. So
Yeah, big hit that
2
time.
in.
Nobody out either, so.
Oh, he's saying illegal. That's what
Wrestling
he's saying.
Mills. So the pitcher has to set before they come to the plate.
Set meaning take a pause?
Yep. So, and I'm not really paying much attention to what's happening there, but
Coach going to talk to her real quick.
and what you find this a lot in softball. I saw it a ton at the youth levels where, and again, you're teaching at those ages. Some of these girls are new pitchers or new to pitching, things like that.
Yeah.
But you get a lot of officials that make it a bigger deal than it really is. It's probably one of those things. And at high school, I agree, you got to watch for it, but maybe just take them aside, talk to them a little bit.
Yeah.
In between innings, it's not like there's a huge offense being done there, but it is the rule. I'm not sure. I can't even see the rubber when they're not on a mound like this.
Yeah.
You look at it. Can you see anything under her feet?
No, I can't see a thing out there. It looks flat.
There she goes. Good to come back with a strike there.
Yep.
One and one. It's popped up. Should be playable for the shortstop Schwab underneath it for out number 1.
Next catch. God, that's out number 1. Shoosh.
Out number 1.
Number uno.
I think I called one of the girls for Memorial. I had my roster flipped over. Sorry, Hudson girl, you're not on Memorial. All right. Evelyn Kohler, the batter. It's our first game, folks.
Yeah.
We're all a little rusty.
We are a little rusty. Little rusty nails back here.
The best story out. I got a roster one time. I was doing what Dave Myers is doing over here for girl high school softball, and they were in the playoffs. We were in, actually was regional finals, and somebody handed me the roster. I won't name names, and
no names will be.
And
used.
I started calling off the girls as they came up, and it was a roster from 5 years earlier.
My gosh.
And you should have seen them staring at me. These girls are like, "That's not my name."
Right. You're like,
Sorry.
it's what the roster says.
It was someone who should have known better.
That's really
That
funny.
gave me that roster.
5-year-old.
It wasn't even a joke.
I was going to say, was that a prank maybe?
No, it was not.
It wasn't. Oh, man.
I'll tell you who it was later.
So you were, so if you don't
So
know what
I'm
Dave's
like-
doing here, he's announcing all the players before they come out.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Susie Q, my name's Mary.
It's hilarious unless you're a player or a parent. Then you're like, what is going on with this guy?
Yeah. 3-1.
Somebody's got to talk to him. Walk that batter.
Next up for a player, number 11, Brianna Berlin.
Brianna Berlin up to the plate. All right, Raiders, got to get out of this here. Get back to the dugout and take some cuts.
That's right.
Good pitch.
Great pitch right down Main Street there. That temperature dips about 10 degrees when the sun gets behind the trees back there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Back of my neck. Everything else is good. I've prepped for everything. I suppose I could throw the hood up if I had to. Oh, good rip.
Stroke there.
Yep.
Left fielder
Great
underneath
grab.
it, though. Tagging. Oh, boy, that was a bang play.
Ball came loose there at the play. All right, good catch out in left field there.
Yep.
We like that.
Out number 2.
Oh, good pitch, good cut. Fouled off.
Oh, 1.
Ooh.
Got her that time. 0-2.
Chasing that one off the plate there.
Schiavone kind of settling in here. See if she can get out of the inning.
Reach
Way
for that one.
behind
Yeah.
on it, yep.
Boom! Right off the shed. Winner, winner. I don't know what it is about when balls hit
It
things
is funny.
like buildings. It's just fun.
Yeah.
I did pull my truck forward enough so I wouldn't catch a flyer down
That's
there.
good. You ever play golf on courses that have houses on them, and every now and then you hook one?
Oh my gosh!
Duck hook one all of a sudden, and everybody giggles.
Oh yeah.
A good pitch. Just gets a piece of it.
Yeah, we played at some fancy course in Arizona a couple years back with one of my buddies.
Those are usually trailer or like metal roofs, aren't they?
This one was not. It was
Okay.
like stucco on this development.
Okay.
So you could really hear when it landed on the roof real well. I only jacked one into the roof. My playing partner might have had a couple more.
There you go.
got her chasing. That'll do it for the
Good
inning.
job getting out of that.
Oof.
For the Old Abe's, they pick up a couple. Another home run by Domes. A big shot. They pick up 2 on 1 hit. After 5.5, it is now Hudson 6, Oakhorn Memorial 5.
One of my favorites in town. Yep, it's the Willow River and Carbonis located in Burkhart, Wisconsin. A great place to hang out with your friends pre or post game. Fantastic pizza. Beauty burgers. And roasted chicken you'll rave about for weeks. Chris and his crew are here for you. Stop on by and say hi. It's that Willow River and Carbonis just north of town. Welcome back to the roast. We got a little bit tighter game all of a sudden
we
here.
do.
A little.
Certainly would be nice to add some insurance runs here.
2-run inning there. The music was a little bit quieter before, which was good for our broadcast, and now apparently it's cranked up. We're going to start muting ourselves.
Elena Jewell, the batter. Is that still they catch you playing that, and it's like you're in big trouble, and Nirvana's coming after you? Dave Grohl wants residuals?
It's actually YouTube coming after you. They've got a bunch of AI bots that just literally look at all the videos or listen to them. And, music, when it's like that, it's all just digital. It's ones and zeros. And so it's real easy to see what song you're not playing, but you're in the background doing it. And every streamer, when we run into each other, will always ask, found a way around it yet, and none of us have.
It's only going to get worse
and you're done.
with AI, right?
Oh yeah, it's
like
Well, in hockey, we've got it now where we've got a hand signals to the booth that's running music, and we got a flag, and you'll get 3 flags, and your channel gets pulled.
Ooh, man, that looked off the plate.
It did.
2-2. Yeah, that's hard. I mean, right?
It's harsh.
Because it's like there's always background music.
Yes.
But you can't really, unless you have some sort of blocker behind your voice to keep that out. Then I'm sure that's not something that comes across real clear either.
Right.
2-2. Inside.
3-2 now.
See if we can get Jewell on base here. Get a runner going. And again, just one hit for the Raiders. Lots of runners, though, have reached the...
Ooh, there's one zipping through. There we go.
There we go.
Nice single. Dog pound over to our left. I love it. The girls over there just... It's like, what's his name from back in the day? The old... It's not Antonio. What is his name?
Arsenio.
Arsenio Hall, yes. That was so funny. Woo.
Allie Dombrowski, the batter. Oh, yeah, old Arsenio.
My mom.
What happened to him?
I don't know.
That was popped out of play?
My mom was always quite a hipster when we were growing up, or she tried to be. And so we had some friends over in high school, and she's like, "What's up, guys?" Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, "Oh, my God, Mom." Love her.
What it is, Holmes?
Yeah, I was like, take it easy. Love her. Shout out Patsy Jane.
Ooh, squares the bunt, falls that one back.
Got away from her. Oh, yeah, I got one more quick mom story that you'll appreciate. So we came home from school early one day, and she was cleaning the house. It was early release or something was happening. And she had this gangster rap Eazy-E cranked.
Yeah.
And she was listening to it cleaning the house.
Really?
Singing along. We're like, what is going on?
You guys like this?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, yeah. She's the OG.
What do we got going here? That looked like a foul tip or foul. Oh, new ball. Moms are pretty awesome.
They are pretty cool.
And sword dads. I mean, you got to kind of remind your kids that sometimes, but
oh, for sure.
They eventually come around.
That's what I've told my my lovely bride.
Yep.
Boys will come around. Just it takes a little time.
Ooh, there you go. Get
there.
Down
You go.
there, Jewell.
That got away from her, and we'll push that runner over to second.
That's been Holmes has pitched pretty well, with the exception of these wild pitches. I mean, that's just. It's basically like a walk, right? Or an error just to advance a runner. Make them work for it. Ooh, good
tip.
at that. Dombrowski staying alive. 1-2. Yeah, you're right. Once the sun kind of goes down, it's not. I'm okay today because I've been here before. Ooh, got her.
Wow.
Hardly even talk because my teeth are chattering.
You just.
You come up with shorts and a short sleeve shirt.
Yes. Was that you that came with shorts that one? Was that you? Oh, my gosh. Remember one of my Rhinos board members came to another one. That gets her over to third. Only
Haley
one
Carlson
out.
up to the plate.
He showed up for the pitcher pre-game. They were presenting a check to the Rhinos. And shorts and a T-shirt. And
We're not doing it like in the first inning, bro. We're doing it like.
Yeah. And so he's like, when do you think they're going to do it?
Ooh,
I'm
a little
like,
suicide squeeze there.
ooh, I like that.
We'll
I'm
try.
like, I don't know when they're going to do it. It's up to them. We should have dressed better.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So suicide squeeze, that's where you pop it down third base line.
That's where you're trying to bunt that runner
Got it.
in as they're breaking to the plate.
Got it.
Probably could come up with it's a squeeze play, but that's probably not the
That's not the real PC term anymore.
Yeah, but that's what it was back in
the 80s.
The olden days. Yep. Basically, it means that runners giving themselves up to score a run. 1-2. Got a little high. 2-2.
Just a light little breeze out here, which is nice. It's not blowing too bad. That's popped up. Oh, just over the fence, into the fans. Oh, just to the left of our fantastic AD, Mr. Mullen.
Well, he was a former college baseball player up at UMD. I would like to have seen a little better effort on that.
I know. He could have dove for that one. He didn't even try. He didn't even try.
No.
Dave is disappointed down there. Look at his face. He is just like sick to his stomach.
Oh, yeah, that's a good pitch. That's been there all day.
Got her on the edge. Dave's doing a good job down there tonight with the announcements.
He's always a good
and
announcer.
all over
he does
the,
great
all over the
job
music
at
and
football games. And
yep.
All right, well, let's see what we can do here. Get
outside.
one more, huh? Bill John, the batter. She had a hit back, knocked in a run back in that fourth inning.
I'd like to see one more get in here, if not two. Pop something out there. There you go.
Oh, again, a little bloop,
Drop,
bloop
drop.
job.
Nope. Shortstop gets over, makes the play. That'll do it for the inning.
Call it out.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. Call it out, he says.
All right, let's walk you through it. Did
All right,
they
here
get
we go.
any runs? So you always start no runs.
No runs.
No hits.
No hits.
And then one left.
One left, okay.
So that's who's ever on base.
Yep.
And then you just wrap it.
That's
so
it.
No runs, no hits, one left. After 5.5, your score
No,
up
we're
at the
after
Roost.
6, right?
No, you always go backwards. We'll talk about that next.
Oh, my gosh. Get the training wheels over here.
Hudson 6, Memorial 5.
Perfect.
Are you dreaming of a perfect lawn? Willow River Company Lawn Care Services can make it a reality. Our expert team for all aspects of your lawn, from mowing to eliminating those pesky weeds, ensuring a weed-free green paradise. Your lawn deserves the best. That's why we provide tailored fertilization for lush, vibrant grass. At Willow River, we understand that one size doesn't fit all. That's why we offer personalized lawn packages to meet your unique needs. Contact us at willowrivercompany.com.
What was that? I didn't hear that. I'm sorry. What was that?
Wow. Here I am trying to dress down my pal Ken in how you call out innings, and I thought we were going to the bottom of the 6th, and I was wrong.
Hello, people. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Total redemption.
Wow. Then I called him a hockey puck. 'cause
Total
he covers
redemption.
hockey.
Total redemption.
All right, well, here we go. We're trying to close this out. We're done with 6 innings. 6-5 Raiders. Let's see if we can get her done here.
You see why I was so confused?
Schiavone,
It's not my normal look, okay? Foul ball over Mullen's head.
Oh, man.
That's all right.
That's
no big deal.
embarrassing.
No big deal.
Well.
For me.
All right, well, let's close this game out. Let's have a little pride and help our team.
Ooh.
That one's inside.
Almost caught her in the
1 and
ankle.
2. Yeah, it almost did look like it hit her, but
Well, just got back.
So I was the one goofed up by the 0.
You
How
were.
did that happen?
I just don't know.
Maybe hanging out with you, my brain turns a little mushy.
Here we go.
1 and 2.
Blame it on the hockey guy.
That one's outside. Strayer, the batter.
2 and 2 here.
Let's see if we can get this first out. Punch her out. Not literally, just
Oh, goodness,
her
that
out.
one got away from her. She's giggling up at the plate. All right, full count. Good chatter coming out of the old Abe's.
little energy coming.
Yeah.
Schiavone, full count here. Taking her time.
Yeah, I like that.
That one's in the dirt.
Yep. So, goofy question. Don't they usually have some sort of mound out there for the pitchers?
On this turf, they don't.
They don't mound it at all.
mean,
I thought there was rubber at least out there.
Well,
like the white-
there's it's just kind of painted, where they've got the actual distance from the plate.
Okay.
So
Pinch hitting for the Old A's, number 19, Jamie Tepsa.
So Tepsa's going to come in on the pinch hit here. As they've got the tying runner now at first. She's a tall player.
yeah, freshman. That one's a little outside. I think it's important here for Schiavone, for Izzy to just get one across the plate, get a little confidence.
That's right.
There it is.
That's a good pitch.
Good
Yep,
pitch.
good pitch. Back in the day, my son Jack used to pitch baseball.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I kind of equated a pitching parent to a goalie parent, where it was just
a little bit.
It's just like nerve-wracking,
Right.
more than it should be.
Yep. Good pitch.
Great
good
one.
Pitch.
Yep.
Yeah, it's stressful. I mean, and it's those high-pressure situations, kind of like a quarterback in football.
Yep.
Just you're a little bit in the spotlight. Takes a certain amount of personality, moxie to handle that.
For sure.
But the cool part is you're in the action.
You bet.
That's a good pitch too. There you go.
Good
Nice
one.
job.
Wow, got her.
Next up for the Old A's, number 16, Twain Weeks.
Batter thought that was a little bit high.
Twain Weeks. Yeah, I mean,
Looked okay to me. She's
it-
tall.
He's tall. All right, let's see if Izzy can get a little confidence with that.
Yep, so one out.
Good pitch. Knock it down. Let's get at least one. Okay, there
I
you
was
go.
going to say you try for two there, but
Well, I mean, it was a hot shot. The runner was moving. Ideally, you want to get that lead runner because that's going to.
Old A's,
what happened here?
Lindsay Durkop.
I think they did just pinch run.
No, they're putting the batter back up there. What's the deal?
Well, and I guess a legal pitch again. So he called basically a no pitch. All right.
Okay.
Well,
What are you going to do? You just
so
reset,
obviously
right?
he's watching for it.
Yeah.
So good pitch that time.
Yeah.
Back to it. It all has to do with her getting set before she pitches. So she walks up. Let's just kind of see.
Yep.
She's got to set her hands, bring it to her, bring it in. There you go. There you go.
Great pitch. Got a little fire in the gut right now.
And that might be part of it, is just the emotion of just, again, just trying to fire it and get that pitch out. But again, now you got an umpire watching for it.
Right.
1 and 2.
Right.
Good pitch. Ooh, gets it through the
gosh.
5-6 hole. All right, be careful.
Careful.
No, now's not when we want to throw it away.
Right. Ooh.
All right, back to the top of the lineup here. Lindsay Durhop, the batter.
Next up for the Old A's, number 13.
I thought she had that down at third. Not an easy play.
Tough spot. I mean,
Yep.
they call that the 5-6 hole between third and shortstop, and if you're the third baseman and you're right-handed, if you think about it, you got to go this way and then turn your body and make the throw.
Sure.
If you're the shortstop, you got to go with a backhand, and then you got to kind of throw off balance that way.
Sure.
A lot of guys make millions and millions of dollars just finding between the 5-6 hole and the 3-4 hole over here, which is between
finding their spot.
First and second base.
Yeah, back when I played a long time ago, I could never direct anything. I was just like happy to get it into play.
Yeah.
Happy to hit the ball.
Yeah, put her in play.
Yep. When I played men's softball back when I was in the Navy, we just cranked that thing
Everybody
as hard
wants
as you could,
men's
right?
softball. Most people want to just hit dingers.
Just dingers if you could.
I hit dingers. All right, see what we can do here. 1 out. And Izzy, just take your time. Do what the umpire was asking you to do. There you go. Pretty good pitch.
Little outside, maybe. Call that ball 1-0. Ooh, hot one over to the old dugout to the left. 1-1. 1 out. Ooh, good pitch.
Yep. All right.
Caught that
Ahead
on the
here.
end.
On deck is Domes, who's got 2 home runs here, so you definitely want to try to get this, this batter here up ahead in the count. See if she can come with something off the plate a little bit, or a little off speed. Goes high with it. Ooh, just missed.
Dang, that looked close.
Another good pitch. Timing her up a little bit, though. That's where you got to kind of move it off the plate. I know you don't want to necessarily give away a ball, but sometimes you got to get an aggressive hitter to chase a little bit. See what they're calling from the dugout.
2-2 here.
It's a pretty good spot.
A little low, maybe?
That was low, yep. Pitch.
Ooh, good hit.
Yep.
Wow, found the gap over there.
Good stroke. Gonna send that runner to third.
Score 1.
I think
Tagged
they got
out
her
at third.
there.
Got
That
her.
was good.
Wow, so got
Good
her
relay
out.
that time. Good job getting the ball over and getting that runner. I thought the play might be better at second, but Adrian made the cut, able to get that runner, but the score is tied. All right, 2 outs here. Now you got to be smart. You've kind of seen the wheelhouse. She hit her first one to left center. Last one was kind of right dead to left field. We're going to walk her.
Walk her. Smart play. She's a hitter.
Yep.
Her dad was over ready for the video again of another dinger, and not going to happen. As they realize probably best to put her on first base.
I would agree with that.
Yep.
Taylor Beneke, the batter.
I like how they don't have to throw any pitches anymore. You just
go
to
right.
first. Like,
yeah. There you go. All right, they're going to get out of this one.
Good play.
But we got a tie game here. For the old Abes. I gotta get this right this time.
Here we
One
go.
run on a couple of hits. They leave 2. After 6.5.
There we go.
It is now tied. Hudson 6. Old Abe 6. Raiders coming up to finish this one. We'll be right back.
Booyah!
Precision engineering, rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
All right, here we go. Raiders bottom of 7. Still alive here to see if they can get one across the plate and take home the win with the home opener. Shout out to Mark Summers up in Spooner, Wisconsin. I got your text. I'm glad you're keeping tabs on me, Mark, because I need it. Miss ya.
Somebody's got to
say
keep
hi to
an
the
eye on
family
this guy.
for us. All right, Carly Meyer. Let's see what she can do here. Oh, squares the bunt. Offered. Strike one.
I like that your crew and Spooner is keeping an eye, keeping tabs on you.
He's a Hudson guy,
Oh,
so
nice.
he lives up in Spooner. Kind of ironic.
Beautiful country up
And
there.
he's up on Big McKenzie Lake up there, and
love that.
Mark and I coached baseball together, and he was a softball dad. Offered again.
So he lived in Hudson, moved to Spooner.
Moved to Spooner, went to God's country, found a place up on probably one of the best lakes, if not the best lake up there. And
Really?
that's
McKenzie,
where
you said?
they're living. Big McKenzie.
I haven't been on that lake.
All right, Carly. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, got her. Drop
got her.
straight though. Foul tip. Foul tip. Still alive.
Got a piece, yeah.
Yeah, really nice lake and cool area as far as restaurants and
Yeah.
about 20 minutes out of Spooner. Got her.
Wow.
All right. Let's see here what we got. Elsa Bruner up to the plate.
Last year we stayed on Big Sis.
Yeah. Hayward guy, huh? We don't like those.
That's not Hayward, is it? It's
Yeah, it
just
is. Ooh.
outside of.
That hitter?
No.
Yeah, Big Sis
Is
up
that
in
considered Hayward?
Yeah, and they got beautiful lakes up there, too.
All right, sorry.
It's not the lakes I have a problem with.
Besmirched you completely right there. Hayward guy, huh? Jeez, loser. Wow! Coming in hot at me right there. That's fine.
Yeah, don't you have a buddy that's got a cabin up there or something?
Yeah, I got a couple that have cabins up there. It's weird. A bunch of Rochester guys moved up to Hayward now.
Chop back there.
Oh, great play there from third. Yeah, a couple of them are up there on Lacoudere.
Oh, yeah.
Another one's on, is it Sand Lake?
There's a Sand Lake.
Yep.
That's
Sand
out towards
Lake.
Stone Lake.
Yep.
Kind of by Grindstone.
Grindstone.
There's
And then
another
one up on Big Round.
Yep.
So a couple up there.
That's where the original famous Dave started.
That's right. That's right.
Boy, Hudson just kind of going out here quickly. 1, 2, 3 for the old Daves. We're going to extra innings, my friend.
Little extra
No runs,
baseball
no
going on
hits,
here.
nobody left. After 7, we're tied 6-6. Be back with extra innings shortly.
When you're working with Derek Building Solutions, you'll get a full-service general contractor that handles every aspect of the project, from design all the way to the final clean.
You know, I was pretty nervous getting into this. It was a big undertaking. There's a lot that goes into it, but having a good contractor, you know, helps you work through the process. We've never built anything like this before, and knew that we would need probably a little extra help on the front end of getting things going. And so definitely glad that we picked Derek.
All right, back at it here at the Roost.
Yeah, it's nothing better than extra innings on opening day, right?
Man, I tell you what, it seems like every year we have this this going on. A little extra, little free base, softball going on here.
Evelyn Kohler, the batter. Ooh, big liner. Nice
right
play.
back.
Good catch by Izzy that time. Hot off the bat.
Bam, couple high fives, low fives going around the horn there. I like
That's
it.
right.
Dang, that one came back hot. Those pitchers, they're pretty tough.
They are.
Except for the old age number 11.
Brianna Berlin, the batter.
Let's see if
This is the part of the lineup for Hudson. Just got to shut him down, get back up to the plate.
Yep.
Strike one. That one's high.
Mm-hmm.
Schiavone's done a pretty good job since that last inning where that one pitch didn't count. I think she's just settling down up there, taking her time, getting set. 2-1.
I love her last name, by the way.
Yeah,
Makes you want to sing a song.
it does.
Bye, Schiavone.
All right. Anybody that listens to us, that's not the first time he's pulled that.
Whoa, boy, that's a good little hit
little
down third
jam
base
job.
line.
Yep.
There's something about that song.
Oh, no,
Oh
little
man.
overthrow.
Error at second.
Just a bad throw, bad bounce. And
Darn.
yeah, you did that a couple years ago for
A name that wasn't
Justin
even,
Roby.
wasn't even close.
No, you're like,
oh, Roby was kind of close.
Roby, and I'm like,
Roby. I don't know what it is about that song. It rhymes with a lot of names, all right? I'm just saying.
Yes. Didn't Weird Al do like My Baloney or something like that?
I think so. That Weird Al. He was a beauty back in the day.
Yeah. Tatum Bremer, the batter.
Got her reaching for that one. That was outside. And strike one. Coach down the third baseline, giving her a little.
I think Weird Al was in, like, for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year.
Did he really?
I don't know if he got in, but I thought his name was on there.
I don't know
Much
how I feel about that. I guess. I mean, he's got an art form that's different than
He does.
than most.
You will love this. It's funny when we get talking about stuff. I'll tell you about it in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, ground ball down to third. Looks the runner back.
slapper.
Makes the throw. They're going to try to advance her.
Third.
Oh,
Get it.
Boy, that was close.
Man, got her sneaking?
No. Almost.
Dang. Wow, that was really close down the third base.
Bang, bang play. And actually, I thought Dombrowski did a good job trying to hold that runner and still get the out, but
Agreed.
she got a decent break to be able to get down to third.
Yeah, she looked her down and then still made it, though.
Strayer, the batter. We're getting tight here, so I'll save my Weird Al story.
Ooh, that one's in the dirt.
Ball.
Oh, gosh.
She lost it. Oh, man. Just couldn't track it, couldn't find it.
Yep, the ump stuffed off to the left, and it kind of trickled through his legs and off to the left as well, and she just couldn't find it. She thought it went straight back. It did not. That'll be a big score for Eau Claire there.
Yeah. All I think with 2 outs. I guess we did get the play from third base, but the overthrow advanced the runner to second. That one's high.
Eau Claire dugout
2-0.
fired up right now, as they should be. Get the go-ahead run here. Hudson can shut this down.
There you go.
Good pitch.
2-1. Slavoni with the pitch. We got her.
A little tip,
Good
though.
cut.
Yep.
2-2.
Yes, sir. 2-2-2.
Easy with a smile on her face.
Yep. Seems to have a good attitude up there.
Popped up,
Yep,
playable.
that is playable.
Dombrowski drops the mask,
Nice play.
makes the catch to retire the side. But the old Abes score one on one hit. Nobody left. Bottom of 8 coming up. Raiders down 7-6. Stay tuned.
Jonesy's Local Bar and Grill, close to the rink for all your pre- and post-game fun. Jonesy's features some great apps, the pretzel, onion rings, and don't forget, great wings, both bone-in and boneless. Boneless available in white and dark meat. And then my favorite, on Saturday and Sunday, it's the prime rib. Wow! Jonesy's also caters and hosts meat raffles to benefit local nonprofits. Thanks for being part of the team.
Are you dreaming of a perfect protection closer to home is always better. After all, who is likely to care more about you? Someone at the end of a 1-800 number or your local professional insurance agent? If you need a quote or just have a question, please just drop in and see us or
right,
give us a call.
quick,
SF Insurance Group is your local community insurance agency. Visit our many locations at St.
I told you that, didn't I? That I worked downtown at with the old First Bank building, but I think it became U.S. Bank. Well, I know it did because I was part of that right off of Mayo.
Yeah.
And anyway, I was downtown quite a bit. What's that mall that's down there?
Apache Mall.
I was at Apache Mall, walking in Apache Mall, and who do I literally walk and bump into in a door is Weird Al.
No way.
And yes,
At
strike
the
one
mall.
at the mall. I recognized him right away. I walked past him and I'm like, Weird Al, and he was in town doing a concert. He goes,
Oh, yeah.
hey. He said hi, and I, of course, back then you don't have a cell phone or
No
anything
pictures,
like that.
no,
And I just said, we had a little chit chat. He said something like, "Big cut by Schiavone." I said, didn't ask for an autograph or anything, but I said, we kind of had a little chit chat back and forth. And I said, "Well, have a good show." And I walked away.
Nice.
I didn't know what to say.
Well, yeah, that's reasonable. Have a good
Have
show.
a good show.
Could have been worse.
0-2. I should have asked for tickets.
Could have been worse.
Oh, swing and a miss. Foul tip. Foul tip.
Got a piece of that one. All right, still alive.
Schiavone's got a pretty good swing there.
Yeah.
Looks like some power. But, yes, literally
That's
Apache
crazy.
Mall.
That's crazy.
And he wasn't trying to hide himself. He looked exactly like Weird Al with
Right,
the big
right.
curly hair and got her.
Wow.
Good pitch on the rise ball.
Weird Al
Brings
in
up Maddie
Rochester.
Schwab. What was that, the Rochester Civic Center that they had
Yeah.
concerts and
Mayo,
stuff?
Mayo Civic is
Mayo
what they
Civic
called
Center.
it. Yep.
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 That one's in there for a strike.
Yeah, that's where I saw my first concert ever was White Snake.
Nice. Nice.
Still
David Coverdale.
Oh yeah.
Still classic.
Oh yeah. The problem with White Snake Live was they were terrible.
Were they?
They were terrible there. I don't know what the deal was. It was just terrible.
Maddie Schwab, 1-1.
We did.
Job, didn't chase.
We did go in my girlfriend's conversion van.
Did
couple,
you?
Couple buddies
Okay.
and a couple of her friends.
You,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
you were that 70s show
Oh,
with
we
Kelso or
totally were.
2-1. Ooh, swing and a miss. I saw the Harlem Globetrotters there when I was down there. So
Really?
that was
Okay.
kinda cool.
I saw them when I lived in Texas. I really enjoyed them when I was a
Yeah,
kid.
they put on a good show. 2-2 here on Schwab. 1 out. Oh, got her. Holmes is just feeling
Boy,
it
she
right
really
now.
is.
She's
She
throwing some
is.
gas.
She's throwing some of her best pitches all game. She's in the zone right now.
All right, 2 outs here. Brings up Elena Jewell. See if Elena can keep things alive here. Popped
There's
up.
a
Should be
pop-up.
playable. Shortstop calling for it. Over
Ooh.
and makes the catch. They're fired up. I told you last year was a tough year for Memorial, but they get the
Big win by
home
those
opener
guys.
on
Yeah.
the road. These two teams will meet again on Thursday at Memorial. So that's the one thing that's different from back when my daughter played is they played double headers. So you bang, bang, you'd start
Oh,
at
sure,
4 and
sure.
first game at 4 and the last game at 6. But now they travel, so they'll be back on the field on Thursday.
So tomorrow. No.
2 days. So
2 days,
Wednesday
yeah.
tomorrow, then Thursday.
Yep, you're right. Yep. We always have a Jonesy's player of the game. I know that I'm putting you on the spot for that said player of the game, but Jonesy's the local over at Plaza 94, one of our favorite places to visit pre and post game.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, we were a little light on the hits today, so only 2 hits.
Yeah.
I kept tabs of who all scored on walks, but I guess I'm going to probably go with our starting pitcher in the game tonight. I thought she did a good job. Again, gave up that leadoff home run in the beginning, but kind of settled in after that. I'm going to go with Lexi Hirsch as my Jonesy's player of the game. Pitcher Lexi Hirsch.
Nice.
And again, I think a lot of new faces this year. I would expect more offense out of this Raider team in games to come.
Yeah.
I thought Holmes did a great job. She obviously hit well, but also pitched and kind of kept some of the better Hudson hitters off balance all game. So kudos to her, but we always have a home player for our player of the game. And
we do.
Tonight it's Lexi Hirsch.
Perfect. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back in action Thursday night for the boys' baseball game against Chisago Lakes. That postponed game will be up at 4:30 again. And myself and TBD.
TBD, I'll give you a name and maybe 2. I got one right here now, and we'll see if we can find you another.
And we're going to wish you an absolutely fantastic time at the AC/DC show. That is going to be... Thunder! See ya.